Alright, this is going to be the review of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I know it's a little bit late in action, but as I said before, I wanted to do kind of a gameplay of the campaign and let you know how I feel about it. A lot of people say they can't stand it. They don't like the gameplay. They don't understand it. They don't like the open world mission as far as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. But we're going to take you to some of the tidbits that I seen by playing it. Um, let you guys know how I think this gameplay actually went well. So, right off the bat, the beginning of this got me. The submarine comes here, and they're in their little hydroplane, whatever, and the two getting ready to go out. It's filling up. I mean, if you're a guy that likes tactical stuff or you're a key gamer, like stuff like this scene is pretty good. The graphics on this is awesome. Like, definitively, this is like a step above from playing the Call of Duty Modern Warfare on the PS3. You can't distinguish. If you didn't know, if you were watching it from a distance, you'd be like, "Oh, what kind of movie is this? This is some cool shit." I think Call of Duty Modern Warfare. People says it was just a straight money grab to get
Alpha Team
more
clear.
more money,
Heading to
out of the
surface.
franchise. And they didn't take the time. They just started to come up with some stuff. I just like to let people know. You do know that when they do make games like this, it's usually about 2 years in development. It's not like a quick, you know, that we're having to do it in a year or
Eyes on
about
target.
6 months or
Phase 1 complete.
5 months. They don't
Charlie
doesn't
copy.
it?
We're
It's
set.
usually about two
Roger
years
that.
or
Moving to
more
phase
in a
2.
development. I mean, if you
Control
look at
boat 2 o'clock.
how
Get on
Grand
deck.
Theft Auto 6, there's like what, so 10, 12 years development sort of thing, whatever. But it's still not supposed to come out till sometime, maybe 2025 or 2026. Who the hell knows at this point? But that scene probably was the best. This is Operation 627. I mean, you got to look at how these graphics are really, really like decent. I mean, like, going up there is just apparently the Gulag, um, which I think it's pretty good because they didn't have the transition like the Gulag like in the second one, the old first series. Uh, this is pretty cool. Thought that was pretty cool. Goes up, and in the rain. I mean, the engine for this is immaculate. I mean, really, definitively like on point graphic wise. Even though that repel thing, they're not even harnessed in. That's a bunch of bullshit. But it's a game. I mean, the level of detail in this is
All
just
teams, Alpha's on the X. What's your
awesome.
status? Bravo's over the DZ.
Charlie standing
This
by.
is really, really good. Even like I said,
Nodes on.
a lot of people that makes me a
Keep it
lot of
quiet.
people hate this game. I mean, now you can go to GameStop and you can get
Bravo
this
is
game for
inbound.
maybe $20. I
Solid
don't
copy.
even know
Move to
why.
set.
I mean, I played it. I just recently played it, and to be honest, in my honest opinion, I think this is not a bad game. I think Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is actually a decent
Bravo
game.
inbound.
I think there's somewhere areas of it I'm like, I'm good at, but every Call of Duty game has that where you're like, you could have scratched that out, you didn't have to include it, or you could have shortened that. Every one, you could probably name. If you're a huge gamer of the Call of Duty, you can actually name
Affirm.
the
All teams agree to go in
parts
phase 2.
that you're like, if you play it again, you're like, oh, I don't even want to play this part, but I gotta play it to get through the other part, and you just kind of suck it up, you know. But I thought this was actually not a bad game. Honestly, people
Moving in.
hate on this, but it's like one of those movies that do really well. Well, not say do really well on like the rental
Ascending
and like
stairwell, south
video, phase. But in the theater, they don't even get
All shooters be advised.
like
Enemies
time and
launching an
day
attack bird.
because people's like, oh, I'm not buying that shit. But then on the actual part where I'm like, oh, let me something to watch,
Movement in the
they do
courtyard.
good on like,
Looks like a
oh,
prisoner
well,
transfer.
check this out. It just went straight to
Okay, on me.
DVD,
We
or
hold for
straight to
Charlie to light the
stream,
fire, then head for the hatch
and they
in the
do
courtyard
hugely
moving
successful.
area.
And that's what I think this is called in
All
my work.
teams,
I like,
Alpha's in position.
look at this. I mean, this is not bad. It's good.
Charge is hot.
I mean, they're
Charlie
starting
good to
off here.
Fire in the hole. Stand by.
If you don't know, I'm not gonna try to spoil it.
One.
There's just stuff I
They're taking
But yeah, taking off, shooting. This is pretty good. Look, the level of detail to this is just good. I think Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I think Modern Warfare 3 gets a bad rap. I mean, it starts off good. And a lot of people have to understand, when you're talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare series, you can't compare it to its other predecessors, the other teams. Now, obviously, Call of Duty got rejuvenated when the Modern Warfare, the new series, came out in 2019. It got people back into Call of Duty, because before then, people were kind of getting like drowned out with certain Call of Duties, and they were doing either futuristic or doing like, I mean, the big thing was like the Black Ops, and the one year that it came out, Black Ops 4, it didn't even have a campaign, and people was like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like, why are you not having a Call of Duty campaign in a Black Ops game?" You know, and people was like, "What the freak is going on?" Which I felt was strange too, because when I heard it didn't have a campaign, I was on the immediate answer like, yeah, I'm not buying that game, and I'm not getting that, and I'm not playing. You know, but people just say, "Oh, you can play the multiplayer, you play it online." I said, yeah, but what if you don't want to play it online? You just want to kind of play the story or think about this. A lot of these games, when they first came out, you didn't have like, oh, I'm gonna play online. You played the story, the campaign mode, and it's what got you heavily invested. I like to always think of it as the, like the Assassin's Creed, like the Ezio Auditore, like Dave Frenzy kind of series. People got in tune with the whole Assassin's Creed, not because you could play online with other people, it's because of the story, it's what captivated, and the characters of those stories got you heavily invested. And when they got you invested, you're like, oh dude, I definitely want to play more, and you're more in tune. Everything else is goes online gameplay is second nature, because you can be like, oh, we're gonna play online, but you're playing online, but what's the significance? Well, you're playing online Call of Duty, but you're like, what are we doing? The campaign, the story leads you to understand the characters that you can play online, and so to speak, just playing. So, when 2019 Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out, it did rejuvenate the Call of Duty series, and that way, people was like, they felt more modernized. Because one thing is, a lot of people like is modernized stuff. Like, they started going a little bit crazy with the futuristic stuff. You know, they started Advanced Warfare, which I thought was a very good game. But then they became out of Infinity Wars, and you're fighting on planets and Jupiter and Mars. And at a point in time, it just got to the point where it's like, what are you doing? Like, too much future looks is like, I don't want this in a game, and it was just like, what are you doing? So, people like the modernized game style, the gaming platform. That's why Grand Theft Auto 5 is still kicking. People still play it because it's a modernized game, and people feel as though they can relate to it because it's as closest to reality and it's as closest to how things are. Even though that game came out in like 2013, and this is now 2024. You know, so the game's been out for over 10 years now, and the game is still heavily played. And they've came out with PlayStation 3, and they're going to improvise to change the stuff so that way it can make out for the PlayStation 4. Now they have a PlayStation 5. That's how well that game has done. And Call of Duty is no different, especially when you make stuff modernized. And Modern Warfare is a modernized game because it's set in a time period like, that's set in the now generation. But like I said, people cannot compare this Modern Warfare to the past one. You can't say, oh, it doesn't do anything. Like, this scene right here, I think it's good. I think maybe they could have been a little bit, I mean, why is he sitting in there? He probably knows that shit's popping off. You know, there's a riot in the whole freaking gulag going on. He's sitting in the cut in the shadows, smoking a stogie, and you know, I guess they wanted to make it a little dramatic because that's. I don't know. Maybe they could have done something a little bit different to be like, okay, this is Makarov. But I thought it was a cool twist that they're sitting there. We're thinking it's kind of some like, special forces, U.S. type of Delta guys or whatever, going in to do something, maybe to get like Price out because we saw from the first series of Modern Warfare 2 where we went in to get Captain Price out, who was prisoner 67. Now we kind of find out in the Modern Warfare 3 new version, Makarov is prisoner 67. And there's a little spin. I thought it was pretty good. Thought it was pretty cool. Makarov, I mean, the look of the guy doesn't look bad. I mean, he does look like a villain. But some people say, oh, he looks too young. He looks crazy, you know. Like the other Makarov was just a little bit more man. Yeah, he could beg to differ. But the graphics in the series and how they do things now is basically motion capture a lot of stuff, where they'll have actors and they'll just replicate them onto the screen. Format, which is pretty much the wave now. You know, to me, I think it's a good series. Like I said, this part, I think you play as playing in the Gulag to get Makarov out of the Gulag. It's pretty cool. It's a different twist than the regular format. You start out as doing this, and the player does not know that they're playing as a bad guy, or whom they think is going to be maybe a good guy character. They don't know who they're playing as, but they feel as though they're going to probably play as a bad guy in this. But they're not playing it. They're not knowing that until later on. They're like, oh, I'm part of Makarov too, the bad guy, and you're like, oh snap! Good little twist on it to get you out of the norm, which, like I said, is really pretty good. This is a good way to open up a scene to get the gamer, the player, to see what else is going to come from this game. What else can happen? Now, this part here, he's like talking, and his buddy is over there like, oh yeah, buddy, blah 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 blah. Then he asks a question. He's like, kind of says, he's like, guards are squeezing in, and then Makarov looks at him. He's like, the other prisoners coming into the device. The guards are teaching. Those are windows. Tortilla and and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, and then he reaches to come over to his buddy. He's like, Andrei, who owns their part of the gulag, the guards of the prisoners. And then you have to choose and decide. So I don't know. I mean, my first thing was like, well, the prisoners, dude, because that's it. I mean, the guards there is great. They need to leave, but the prisoners stay there. And he's like, yes, Andrei. He's like, let's actions and underneath. Like, could he be not any more Russian? Maybe a bottle of vodka probably would add more, hey, you're a Russian bad guy. Yes, I don't know. So, they're escaping, they're getting away, trying to get through, all hell's breaking loose. I don't know how many guns they have in the Gulag. I think that's just, if you look at kind of like everything wrong with like how certain shit will be played out. I mean, obviously this is a video game, so it has to have some type of excitement. And if this was a movie, it would have to have some type of level of excitement. It'd be like, oh, we gotta captivate the viewer into it. So you as a player, you gotta have some type of action, because you're playing an action game, so you need to get into the action realm. But as many of these guards in here, and as many prisoners have guns, I don't even know how that is even feasible. But whatever, I mean, it's just like the level of just what the hell, and at a point in time they're just like, you know what, they're just shooting everybody. The guards don't care. They're like, whatever. And then there's a hero, but it's the Gulag, so nothing makes sense. So whatever. My thing is just, I don't know how many people there is, and as far as how many weapons are there. And then on top of that, in the Gulag, for them, almost like an island out connected to, maybe one of the coastline or something like that. it's the prison breakout. It's a very good scene. Makarov, you can tell Makarov here. Guy goes down, help him, and he's like, "What are you doing? Let's go." Of course, you
Charlie was supposed to handle that
Makarov, you're the
helo.
commander.
If it
You're
was a
actually,
problem, you
so
should
you're
have dealt
like
with it.
screw
Follow
it.
the cliffside
You
to
know,
the
you
water.
don't really
Our
care.
boats will
You're
provide
like, can
covering
you bust
fire.
me out? You know, you do the right thing. Alright, where are you guys gonna go? And these
Get to the
other
boat.
prisoners? Like, where are they gonna go? Are they having hookups with Makarov in order to get free? Or is it they're like, yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and try to get somewhere, but we don't have the resources. Now this jump in the same jump is crazy. It always reminds me of like the opening scene of Nathan Drake, the Uncharted 4, like you said, where he jumps off and goes in the water like that. I thought that seemed pretty cool.
Андрей, давай! Я держу!
Like I said, the graphics in this is just fantastic. Awesome. I'm also going to do a review on Call of Duty Black Ops 6. If you had watched my previous video on the review for that, I gave Black Ops 6 a good hard 7 out of 10. Wasn't bad, wasn't outstanding, it wasn't great. It is what it is. That's pretty much how I have to say about it. You know, for the most part on it. And this scene, they're on the plane. Now, I do think, I try to figure out some of this stuff. I was like, did they jump, you know, scenes and certain time periods in this? I don't know. There's my boy Captain Price, Ghost, Soap, and then you got Gas. Now, if anybody knows anything as far as the old series, the first series, you'll know that Gas got his in the first Modern Warfare. You know, he got killed off, and then Ghost got killed off in the second Modern Warfare 2, and Soap got his in the third Modern Warfare. The only person that actually survived out of the whole Modern Warfare first series was Captain Price. You know, everybody else got days. They got their ass handed to them. You know, but in this new installment, it's not put that way. It's more of, you have these special unit force people that are collectively working together to stop something bad from happening from somebody, Makarov, who's trying to start some shit and frame a group, but not necessarily trying to start World War III, but basically is trying to get people to go after them and create chaos to this. Now, for the reason why, because he wants the land. If he can figure that he can start something there, maybe Russia will come in, swoop in, go into war with them, take over that country, so that way Russia can have some more room, I guess, take over their land, but at the same time, knows that other factions are going to try to come in there, but he will try to keep planting stuff. So that way, I mean, they won't. And so, you know, you got Farah, who's back in the mix. She kind of had a limited role last Modern Warfare 2. She kind of put in, she probably was in there for just a few scenes. For the most part, she was just in there as a supporting guest star role. It's like, you did good in the first one, but you're really not needed in the second one. But in the third one, she's more prevalent because you do get to play her as one of the characters. And, you know, being friends with her, you gets really real dumb. Like this one. Shit. But they did kind of bring her back, and, you know, Alex obviously is in here. Now, for some people that didn't play Warzone, you'd probably be like, how the hell is Alex in here? Before I first like, Alex went in, then he's missing a leg, and then you had to follow the storyline on Warzone. It's kind of, I would say it's kind of cornball, and also with Graves who's in it, he thought he got his in the second one, but he's back in the third one. But this all stems from having played Warzone. Story reveals itself, and more stuff becomes to unveil on the whole kit and caboodle. That's, I think, it's, you know, it's I don't really agree with that. Maybe you could have tried
I will not allow
a
Comey to steal
flashback
these
on what the hell,
missiles,
because
whatever it takes.
honestly, I can't remember any of that shit on why, but it is what it is. I mean, it's just, I mean,
I still need
I'm
to
not the
locate the
one
containers.
making
Being
this
able
one
to
up,
know where to
but
find them.
and a lot of the people, this is the first mission where you do an open. This is an open
Copy
world
that.
mission. Now, many people had their mixed feelings about this. Me personally, as far as the open world gameplay for these missions, I first heard of it, I was like, oh hell no, you can't do that till Call of Duty Modern Warfare. You can't do that till Call of Duty game have an open warfare, open world map. But having played it and then playing it again,
There's a drone if I need to survey the
it
area.
actually has a good pacing to it, and it actually really kinds of it doesn't lead you to be like, well, you got to go over here, over there, over there, over there, over there, and where you're kind of all over the place. It kind of keeps you contained. It keeps you where you need to go and where you need to be in order to finish the mission. It doesn't give you like a whole open world map, so to speak, um, as like a Grand Theft Auto, where you can go wherever the hell you want because the map's so damn big, and you can come back to the main mission when you want to. This one has a focus mission. It's just certain um, points that you have to get to complete the mission. You have to get to, but you can complete it in any which way you want to. But obviously, I need to go get the manifest, and the game's gonna lead me to the direction where I need to go to. Even though it seems like the game's not going to, and that I'm in this open world where I can just go where I want to. No, you can go whichever objective that you need to get and capture first, but it's going to be like, well, you need to pace yourself. You need to figure out which one you need to go to. Like, I believe I was going to go to the ship, but I didn't have something in order to get me up onto the ship. So I was like, okay, I need to come back to that. That's the way the game's saying, yeah, you can get there, but you need to get an acquired item in order to help you get to that next portion. Which you're like, oh, is it really open? Not necessarily if the game's going to kind of lead you in the direction to where you need to be. Just as a campaign, where a regular campaign, with a regular not open world, will lead you to where you need to go. Where it's like, you're trying to steer off, ain't gonna happen because you can't get off that course. You have to go this certain route in order to advance. And I think the game does a good way in this open world, combat, which, like I said, it's not a complete open combat. It's basically you get to kind of choose and pick on how you want to do it, but the game's overall going to kind of a little bit show you where you need to go in order to do it. So you seem like you have the freedom of choice, but you really don't. But many gamers, when they first heard it, like, I heard, I was like, oh, that's just terrible. But then I was like, playing it, I was like, it's not bad. I think the only bad part is that when the AI is on your ass, fighting you, they're on your ass. They're a pain in the ass, so to speak, because you're like, dude, like, fuck. They motherfuckers just on my ass. It's like, they don't stop. And if you played any of the Spec Op missions in the actual Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first Modern Warfare and Spec Ops, and you know what I'm talking about with the AI is just on you, and you're like, man, these motherfuckers is spawning up out of nowhere, and they on my ass. Now, these ones are on your ass, but then you get to the point where, like, okay, you got enough down. Now, the couple others are trying to cover the reinforcements, but they don't know where you're at. Because if you're moving, they're going to kind of go back to, like, you don't know where they're at, then they kind of give up. This, like I said, this right here is where I'm actually just looking around for some armor, and I'm looking around for some other stuff. My biggest thing is, like, I'm looking for a silencer. Like, I tried to play this in the part where I didn't get seen and I was just sniping people, but it didn't kind of work that way out the entire time. My thing is, like, I like to try to do this in a stealthy. Like, you can go loud and just start shooting and go all crazy about it, And maybe that's what some people did, and they're like, oh, but I get to do the quiet stuff. No, you kind of can choose to pick. But if you choose to pick wisely on how you want to go about it. I try to go about it on this as stealthy as possible, because I just, like I said, the AI, if they get a hold of you, they're gonna be ruthless, and they're gonna keep coming and coming until they just tire you the hell out. And this game also has where like you take one of the enemies down, it doesn't like, oh, what happened to the body, and just magically disappear. No, the AI body's still there, and if any of the AI comes stumble upon, that would trigger them to be like, oh, something's up.
UAV.
And that's a good thing because it makes you kind of like, all right, I gotta hurry up, get what I need to get out, or take out the next adversary that will be coming across there, looking for whatever and whomever. That in itself, I think, is probably a really good portion, a really good part, and that it gets you kind of moving. Don't just sit there and let you know you have somebody here. And it's not like where, oh, you find a big ass, closet, pick them up and throw them in there. No, there is no closets in any of these games where you can pick up somebody and just toss them in there and then continue on like nothing happened. No, it's like, yep, the body's there, and somebody's about to find the body, but I gotta hurry the hell up and get what I need to get and get the hell out and do what I need to do. So, like I said, this is where I was trying to go to the ship first, get what I need to get, but at the same time, I didn't have something that can get me up on the boat, and I needed a piece of gear to do so. So it was like, it sounds nice and dandy, but I need to get an item from another portion of where I need to go to, like the manifest, in order to get up on the boat, because the piece of item that I need to get on the boat is actually at another area, and I need to be able to acquire that item in order to get to this, to get up there. See what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's open world, because maybe I can move around, I can get to where I want, but at the same time, it's kind of flowing me into a direction where I need to go in order to progress and be, go. Trying to take these guys out. I don't even know what the hell I just threw at those guys, to be honest. I don't know how
I can't get on the ship from here.
up, but that's me like running, trying to okay, get up. It says located and scavenger to board the ship. See what I'm saying? I don't have one, and I have to find one in order to get up, and it won't unlock itself until I have that piece of equipment, that gear. Because essentially, I don't have that gear, I don't have that item on me, so I ain't going nowhere. Maybe I could go up to the top and then jump off and then parachute in, but at the same time, it's like, why do that when I need the piece of gear? That it makes it much easier, and it's gonna kind of force me go take care of something else first, and maybe then you'll be able to come back to it, and it'll make much more sense as far as you didn't have to try the hard way about it. You just needed to go the smart way. So, like I said, the AI here is looking for me. They don't seem like the sharpest tool in the shed, to be honest. They seem kind of like lackluster and just there. That's my interpretation. They're just there. So, I don't know. This guy over there. Take him down. And this, like I said, this mission is not bad. Just the containers. It's just to kind of crossing over. Like I said, this part of the map, it's not that big. It may seem like big because of the vastness of you're in a shipyard or a container area, but at the same time, it's well contained. You got room to go, but not freely just roaming around. Now, what does suck sometimes is having to find certain gear, and you don't know where the hell that shit's at, and you have to go around, jump on containers, go near, take containers in the building, just to acquire some gear. Now that does get kind of, painting because if you're on a mission, why would I need to go look for gear in some containers and acquire them? I wouldn't have to. I don't think I need it. I would have everything I need on me in order to complete the mission. So if I have a certain weapon, if I want to go quiet, I should have a quiet silencer. Instead of stuff to go in quiet and undetectable. If I want to go in loud, I'm just gonna have no silencer and some other stuff to be like, look, we're just gonna go in here. We're gonna make as much noise as possible. We don't really give a damn, but it is what it is. We're here for one thing only, and that's to get the information and things of that nature, what we need. So it just, like I said, this portion like here, it feels as though like you're doing a war zone. You're searching for stuff to get stuff and acquire certain items, but at the same time, people, like I said, have a mixed feeling. Like, oh, you should know to do that in a campaign. Well, frankly, you don't really do that the entire game. There's only certain missions that you do that, but a couple other missions in this game, you do a regular campaign mode. The regular campaign where you going this way because the campaign is saying, yeah, where it's not open world. So if you're thinking that the whole game is open world play, it's not. There's only like maybe 4 missions that are open world, like open mission, and that's about it. Like this one, open world. I didn't say open world, but open mission. But at the same time, it fits it very well. It paces itself. That's just, some pacing has to deal with a lot of things because some games maybe can't pace, and I think that's why people are like, oh, that doesn't work. To me, this seems fine. Pine across, some dudes in there, peeking up and down. Check those corners. So, alright, got a cruise missile.
Cruise missile usually necessary.
Right, and like I said, in a box. Let me see what's in the box. Yeah, that first. Oh, I already have a first aid kit on me. Somebody just saw me, or they're looking here, trying to shoot. And the thing is, if they get a shot off, it alerts all the AI. Pretty much. And trust me, these rounds go by quick. I usually put mine in like 1 round. Yeah. Boom. Like, I don't even know where the hell he came from behind here, but where did he really come from? And like, that dude just came behind. This guy's just running and then get behind something, and then he's getting taken out. This dude, it's like sidestepping, sliding. Trying to open the box and look at ammo. I don't want this. I don't really. And I mean, in this open world, open mission, open combat mission, and they have like ammo. It's good to get the ammo and if you need it, but if you don't have to. You get these many bad guys, you start tapping them left and right. You either go get another weapon, or you just find ammunition as you go throughout the gameplay. To have where you open one of the boxes and you get like ammo, it's like a waste because you really don't need it. You don't. You just grab some other guy's ammo or whatever. Like where did this guy get from behind? Like where did you go? Like what the no? And this guy coming here with a shotgun and I'm getting hit from behind, but I have a self revive and hit that in there. Get him. Putting sappy plates in. Going that way. But like I said, I think people have mixed feelings on Modern Warfare 3. I've played it again. I actually have a respect for this game. People criticize and harp on this as not being the game that they thought it was, and people, I think they just follow norm. If one person says it, then the whole group of people, oh, it sucks all in general. I think you're forgetting. Like me personally, I like Vanguard.
The missiles were
people are like,
supposed to
oh, I
be
joined
the coast.
Vanguard. Call of Duty Vanguard was a horrible game. It wasn't a horrible game. I thought it was actually a good game. I think just people were fed up with the whole World War II bits and stuff like that, and they're like, well, let's move to something different. But in my opinion, I think Vanguard, if you didn't understand the story and understand what they were doing, it was a group of guys
On
from
the third floor to
and
the
gals
office.
from different units, from different countries, pulled in together on a suicide mission. And they weren't supposed to make it back, but some of them didn't, but majority of them did. And basically, they somehow came together to get the job done, and they did. Like I said, they weren't supposed to make it, but somehow they found out and figured a way out to get the job done. And that's what people don't understand about it. It wasn't just a regular type of like, oh, it was just no. It was they were all in trouble for
Manifest
something,
located.
or they weren't liked by someone, and they were like, look, you're gonna have to deal with this. That's probably one of like playing it is a very found good one. I would say the only bad part about like this open world mission, sometimes this shit takes a little bit too long. I didn't feel that this game on the third one went by quick. I think it had the right amount of time, right amount of gameplay in it. Even though many people would say, "Oh, this gameplay was too short. It felt like just watching a quick series, movie, or show." I don't think it. I think the gameplay went just right. I think it just had just enough. Wasn't too long, wasn't too short, but it is just right. Some other Call of Duties I kind of felt was like, maybe that was a little bit too short. Some of the usually Call of Duty campaign is anywhere from like, 5 to 6 hours. The entirety of the entire campaign. And it's not going to be that long, because then people, you gotta understand they're cramming a lot of stuff into the game. And, it's just certain things and certain entireties. So now I got the one item that I need, and I'm going to the ship, and I'm gonna go get these bunkers, or not bunker, whatever it is called. I think it's I'm gonna get these GPS trackers. So I'm saying I can't, and I have to tag these GPS trackers onto the container. So think about this. I need the manifest to know where the containers are, and I need the GPS trackers in order to find to be able to tag the container. But essentially, put it this way, I cannot put a GPS tracker on any containers if I don't have the manifest that tells me where and what containers that the so-called missiles are on. So, see how the pacing for it has to go? It has to be a give or pull. So it's not like a completely open world where, oh, you need this. No. I need to do things in a specific way, which is a campaign-driven way. But like, yeah, they give them a chance of a free, like they're doing something, but in reality, they're really not. They're actually following the game pacing the way it's actually designed to. But the thing is, you can choose and dictate on how you're going to go about it. And that's the freeness that I believe you get from this open mission, is that you can kind of tackle it in different varied ways, but overall the game's going to guide you to, you got to do this in order to this, because you got to have this in order to get to that.
Be advised, Coney left no one alive on your ship.
This is, I think, very new. They had this in Black Ops 6, where you do one mission where it's open world, but at the same time, it can change, and you kind of like figuring out which the pacing for it is very nice. It's very good.
GPS
it wasn't bad. Thought it was actually
Sending you
dealt
info
with
from
very
Anarchist.
good. The same
Got
way
it. Cross-referencing with our container numbers.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 does it.
Time to plant those trackers
But
on the
beg to
missiles.
differ by some other
Check the
people. They'll
cranes.
just
They may be
love the
loading out of
bash
one of
on
those
Modern
containers
Warfare
now.
3 for
Copy.
whatever
Roger, Kyle. We'll
goddamn
find
reason,
both.
because they're just a
Kilo Actual to
a
3-1. What's your
number
status?
one level number one hater. Just to
I'll
be
take care
hating
of
on the
them.
game because
Hold
like
your
that
ground
game
out there,
did
Alex.
fucking suck, man. Modern Warfare 2 suck. They'll say that for the
Clear the
original
shadow.
series
Only
third
found
one.
one
It
of our
fucking
containers.
suck,
They're taking
man.
it now.
I'm just like,
That's
dude.
one missile gone for good.
Like,
Only
compared
two
to like
left.
the Modern
missiles
Warfare
are all
3,
headed
people
to the
like
same
the
location. We can
Modern
still
Warfare
track
3,
them.
they're like that game was
Hope you're right.
not even good. I actually liked the first series, Modern Warfare 3, because it was basically like showing, alright, well, World War 3 is kicked off, so shit's happening, and it takes perspective as your plays as like a Delta Force operator, and you also play as like Shook
Don't let Tony
McTavish
leave before we plant those
and
trackers.
Cap Price. So it takes on that focal point where there's a whole full scale world thing. This one, Modern Warfare, is basically small little conflicts, and these small little conflicts are trying to do some other underlying shit, and then trying to prevent that from happening. It's not really saying that World War III is going to break out. It's just saying that these conflicts are not as though they seem, and the underlying issue to them all is something that, let's just say, not as everything looks as it is what it is. Like, what people
Keep
think
after her. We can't
it
let
would
Tony
look
leave without a way to
like,
track those
or
missiles.
they think a certain particular
Good
group is
takedown,
doing this
Kilo.
when they're not. They're actually being framed. They're actually on the side of the good people, and not the bad people. But you won't know that if you didn't pay attention to what is really transpiring and what is happening. So,
That him fucked down.
I'm on here, taking taking them out. How they know where I'm at on the ship, I don't know. I don't even know if they have that good at aim. He's not on a sniper scope, but they're shooting well. It's one part, like I said, the AI, they find where you're at, they're just gonna shoot in your direction, and like they actually know where you're at, which to me is just like no way. There's no, like, at least this guy's creeping around like he don't know where you're at, but the other guys way up on top, they're like, yeah, we know where you're at, buddy. Like, come on, man. So I'm trying to get down, get down, get to the tower. Ow, do it now. Ow, okay, Call of Duty.
I think one of them is
Pleasure for your booty. Ow. So now I'm just trying to get down, get to the containers, and I'm gonna tag this damn thing, and then I will only have to tag one more container, and then we move on with the next portion, the next installment of the game. Like, sometimes I had to look up the map because I was like, where the hell did I exactly go? Like, I'm thinking right here, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the other container, but then I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm just gonna go up top and get it done because I know it's up top here. And I'm just like, it was just been easy to tag this shit instead of having to backtrack and come back over here. And so, container's there. Slap a tracker on that bad boy.
Halfway there.
And
One
I'm
container
just,
left. You
I don't
got
know,
this.
I can't remember how I jumped off and just parachuted the fuck in.
Tony's got
I don't know, I can't
serious
remember.
Whoever's funding them has
I'm
deep
looking at
pockets.
it, looking at it, looking at it.
Where is this person?
Looking at it
numbers.
again.
We're working on it.
Thinking
That's
about
valuable
it.
intel.
Scanning.
Yes, it is.
Looking at the map because I don't know where the hell I'm at. Or I'm like, where's that? Okay, I'm looking. Okay, there's a dude over there. I was thinking about taking the shot, but I'm like, man, that's a hit or miss at that point. Like, and I ain't got a sniper scope. I just got this regular old rifle one. Yeah, good luck, buddy. Yeah, I ain't hitting shit off of that. So, alright, so doing mag swap, and by the way, doing the mag swap on here is shit is nice.
Kilo, plant that
Shit is
tracker.
nice. So okay, so I parachute in,
On the move!
and I'm like, alright, I'm parachuting, but I'm pretty sure somebody saw me. But this is a game, so what does the game know? And I got the excavator, so I could go up Yeah, I was gonna take a gander. And somebody saw it.
Coney
And
coming
down
for you,
around me.
Vera.
Just shooting in the general direction where the hell I'm at. But, you know, like I said, I don't even know if and I'm getting hit. Now, this kind of irritates me because I'm like, how are you hitting me? You don't even know where I'm at, dude. Like, you talk about, you know, hacking. Like, you know what I'm saying? AI hacking like a motherfucker.
Place a tracker on the missile
You know?
container as soon as you
Like,
can.
shooting through fucking containers and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So, boom.
Good kill, Kilo.
Take him down. Turn around. You know. Dude look like he's about to eat a sandwich. This guy's shooting in the direction. I don't think he knows where I'm at, to be honest. But he's just shooting in the direction. Oh, I'm gonna hit something. Something gonna get. Something. I'm gonna get like same dude right here too. He's just like, oh, it's something. This guy, like, he's running. I was tripping. I thought he was gonna get smashed by that whole container carrier thing.
Get that tracker on. We already lost one.
We're trying to get their container. I don't know, just slap the tracker on it. You'll notice I slap the tracker on it, and that'll be it for this mission. Somebody shooting from back behind me, bastard. Took him down, swap the mag out. Alright. And getting up
Found the next
here.
one. Security's tight.
Boom. There it is right there. Slap the tracker on. Boom. Now we got the cutscene intertwined. Oh, don't worry about the AI soldiers that were just on my ass.
All stations,
Don't worry
last
about
tracker
that.
on. Coney's leaving with both the
Got the
missiles.
job done.
Solid copy.
Music carry on like everything. Truck driver, don't worry about the dead bodies. Don't worry about all the shit that just went down. Just take this fucking container, get the fuck out of Dodge, and fucking leave, alright?
It's not over.
Yep, don't worry. It's all good. It's the most crazy shit. You know. And then we have this scene here where Ferris kind of feels sorry because technically,
All clear.
if she didn't come there,
Press up.
her friend went and fucking caught one to the dome. But, you know, Ferris, you know, came and said, hey, I need you to do me a favor. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Kind of fucked up. But
Commander?
this is for me. I was like, there, Alex. You know, I just wondered, is he even? I guess he must have just said, you know, I'm just gonna stay in Urzikstan
Our missiles were meant
and
to
be
be
a
a
freedom
deterrent.
fighter. You know, the
Peace through
U.S.
strength.
They still cut my checks, probably
Always
not.
finds its way back to
So
this place.
I'm gonna need
Never
to,
left.
you know, find some
Russia
new
wants this country.
They can
places
have it.
of gainful employment with my particular
What's
set of
next?
skills. You know,
Tracking those
you
containers.
know, I'm gonna just handle some
I'm coming
business
with
and
you.
be a mercenary. Because that's at this point in time with
Take care
Alex.
of our
is a
KIA and
mercenary.
alert our forces.
He's nothing more, nothing less,
Tell them
but
Russia's
he's
back
just a
in
mercenary
Urzikstan.
because
Shadow
he's
Company's got us get in the
doesn't,
game.
you know,
They're
he's
gonna
not
want a piece
fighting.
of
Yes,
this.
he's not, you know,
True.
going following orders.
Someone else
he's
I have
just,
to contact first.
just there. I don't know. He's just a mercenary. Better than the highest bidder. Don't know what else it does. So, cut to this cutscene, and we're going to another one. And we got Makarov here. He has his loyal. Now, this scene, I thought it was pretty cool. Was it wanted? No. What happened in it? Was it wanted? Kind of stupid. But at the same time, I guess he wanted to be around his people and be like, yeah, blah 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 blah. And
For
they're
your
like,
efforts
"You're
in my
right, you're
absence and our
right,
success today, I
you're
offer you
good,"
praise.
you know. So, you know, he's the
Look at
man,
that.
he's running the show. Then he looks over at this
Ivan.
dude. The way he looked at him and
Из-за
he
того,
looked at him
что
was
ты
like, dude, you know
отверг мой план,
he's about to fuck you up in a minute. Because
мы
he's like, yeah,
потеряли.
you trying to go against my regime and shit. Yeah, I got something for your ass. Don't you ever talk back to me.
Я
You
принял
know, that
поражение.
kind of shit. Look at him. Then he puts his hand like he's trying to console him, like it's alright, brother. Yeah, he means it's gonna be alright.
Несет
Yeah,
ответственность.
not for you though. And then he's looking at
Ищейка.
him like, yeah, alright, yeah. And then,
Андрей,
and the thing is, if you look at this, I thought it was pretty funny.
Ты
Is
доказал
that he
свою
just straight dome pieced this dude,
ты.
and there's like
Правая
people
рука.
that's like circled around or on the other side. What if he fucking
Fellow
missed?
warriors,
You
I
know,
wasn't
see what I'm
here.
saying?
I was
What the fuck,
always
man?
with you.
But don't worry, it's a game.
Since
It's a story.
then, our
Don't say
enemies
the
have
same
grown
thing for a movie.
stronger. The
Don't worry. about
ULF has stolen back control of Urzikstan.
But I got the
time
next
has come
piece of
for
the
us
installment
to
of
show
the campaign that
the
I'll
meaning of true
talk about
power.
later on.
This is a battle of perception.
Just let know
Life
that I'm gonna
flies
do a
for
little
the truth.
commentary and let you know how I feel about the game. We're
Only
gonna talk
crows.
about it and try to break it down
If you
to some
control
of
what
it.
people believe, you
So
control the world.
if you haven't done
This
so already, be
is
sure to
our
like, follow,
weapon.
and subscribe.
And we'll use it as a tool of war.
You know,
to
follow
restore
for more
glory
content, and
to
we're gonna
Russia.
go along with this. I'm gonna let you know why I think Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is good, and it ain't
West,
suck.
they
It's
love their
good.
choices.
Those that claim they suck, y'all don't know how to
They will
anything
have
about
only
video
one.
games. Y'all don't know anything about
To
stories.
respond
Y'all don't get
on
a
our
goddamn
terms.
thing. So, if you want to leave a comment, go ahead. Tell me what your favorite Call of Duty game in the series is, so we all can talk all in gentle.
When Makarov escaped, he
Makarov, why is
mobilized
his
his
shirt
army on
off? What
multiple
the
fronts.
fuck? Like,
Kony Group hit
I
the
don't know. That
Urzikstan
made no
port
sense.
before
Why the fuck is his
sunrise.
shirt off anyway?
Fire was there.
What? I
Negative.
don't know.
Her team
Guess we're
engaged,
supposed to
took
find that one out,
casualties.
right?
Left Kony with a kill count of her own.
Oh.
Good on you, Farah.
So, but like I said, you know, done so already. Be
Shipment
sure to
of
like, follow, and
American
subscribe. We're gonna have some more
Kony's got
content
her own
for
missiles.
y'all.
What does Makarov want these
So,
for?
stay
We
cool.
need to find out. I'm tracking them now. Once I get a fix, we'll action it.
You said multiple fronts, Laswell. Give us a target.
Kony forces are converging on a nuclear power plant in Urzikstan as we speak.
Is the plant active?
Abandoned when the ULF beat Barkov.
Then what's that?
All four of you, as soon as you can.
Rog, Ghost and I'll recce the plant. Soap and Gaz secure the perimeter. If Makarov's going nuclear, we'll stop him in his tracks.
Solid copy. Let's get after it, Bravo.
1 minute!